Hi, I'm Tanya Drollinger, and I wanted to talk to you today about a recent research publication of mine on major donors and professional fundraisers and ways in which they build relationships. So, just a question. Have you ever had a conversation with someone and afterwards you felt great because you believe you were heard, understood, and the person you were talking to was genuinely interested in what you had to say? Well, my research examines that kind of interaction between fundraisers and major donors. We know from previous research that donors need to connect with the mission of a nonprofit, and they are interested in giving in a way that they find meaningful. Donors also have concerns about how a large gift will be used, as well as how family or friends may view their donations. Some may say that offering up a great presentation would help address all of those concerns. But my research looks at the value of listening actively and empathetically so you understand the donor's unique connection to the nonprofit, how they see their money best used, and they also appreciate a fundraiser who can see them as a person that goes beyond a potential contribution. My colleague and I interviewed 13 professional fundraisers to discuss the importance of listening and empathy in building relationships. During these interviews, we had a lot of insightful things about the relationship building process and how listening and empathy aid developing healthy and meaningful relationships. Some of the comments from the fundraisers indicated that their job is to basically listen. You listen the gift, one said, and another said, if you don't listen, you can't really expect to build trust or understanding. It's like having a bad date. Listening was viewed as a vehicle to gain understanding and perspective of what the donor's expectations and needs are. Empathy, or the ability to see the interaction from another's point of view, was also key in developing the relationship. When we see the gift from the donor's point of view, we're better able to understand their goals and their concerns. Empathy is also felt by the person that you are listening to. And you can use verbal prompts by saying things like, I understand, or using nonverbal prompts such as nodding your head to indicate understanding. When others are empathetic, we generally have greater levels of trust. One fundraiser said, to me, empathetic listening is being present in that moment. And it's not thinking ahead, it's not planning where my conversation is going. In our depth interviews, we also found that a new theme emerged as we were talking with the fundraisers. That theme was authenticity. Authenticity, or the ability to be genuine in conversations, is essential. All of the fundraisers mentioned this as being important, and it was usually intertwined with listening and empathy. You can always listen and show empathy, but if you aren't genuinely engaged with the donor, they'll likely know it. One fundraiser mentioned that the more you can listen, the more you can empathize and understand someone's life and genuinely care. I think people can tell when you're being genuine. I think the more empathetic, the more genuine your relationship and more natural a relationship can be. I think it was a very insightful comment, but it also demonstrates how intertwined empathy, listening, and authenticity are. I believe that empathetic listening and being authentic in your interactions with major donors will result in conversations where donors feel great because they feel heard and they don't feel like you're just interested in their money. Thanks so much for joining me for this presentation,